what's going on, YouTube? Happy Sunday. Excuse me for the noise in the background. It's hot as hell in here. That's the air conditioning. So I kind of noticed, I want to talk about this. I kind of noticed with people like Tim Pool and a lot of right-wing commentators, quote unquote, they do this thing where they bring up idiocracy, and they go, "Oh my God, we're actually living idiocracy. There's so many dumb people around us, and that's exactly what we're living through." Ah, shocker, right? I kind of notice a lot of them are astroturfing that movie because I decided to actually go back and watch the movie because I was like, I'm pretty damn well sure there was other things in that movie that it was actually trying to explain. Obviously it brings up the fact that dumb people rule the world. Obviously, corporations ended up buying up everything, and you basically had one corporation glued together with the government and the state that pretty much ran everything. And I'm pretty sure everybody remembers that. But I noticed in the comment sections of like Tim Pool and everybody else, if you go there, no one brings up this one fact in that movie that no one brings it up. And I can understand like in two reasons why, because it's kind of like it's talked about very shortly, but it also adds to the discussion of why a nation kind of falls apart. The smart people don't do shit. The smart people spend all their time either A, trying to prove and show how smart they are, or they're so analytical about small things such as like, bringing a kid in the world where, the economy's shit, they can't buy a house, so they decide not to. But at the end of the day, once they get everything right, once they get the house, once they get the money, that clock hits and they can't have the kid. And the father ends up dying, but the dumbass ends up, procreating because, he's a dumbass and he focuses on sex. Or what they do is they'll use their intelligence on stupid shit. And what the movie was trying to show is that we're not moving towards that. I mean, kind of are. But the overall premise and the message of it was, what does it take to actually solve a problem? It doesn't take a super smart person. And obviously, sooner or later, we're going to have like a Congress or a government full of dumbasses that obviously aren't going to do anything. Clearly, we're at that point. It takes an average person that says, here's a problem. Here's a solution. Let's try it. That's it. That's it. That's all it is. Because, again, the smart people, for how smart they were, they ended up extinct. And I think a lot of the so-called quote-unquote smart people are those exact people that we have right now. And they're worried about that. They're worried about being extinct.